It is a long weekend in Canada. We are celebrating Thanksgiving, but one of my favorite areas in the city in the fall is Cabbagetown, and right now I'm at Riverdale Farm, and that's where I'll start my walk, guys. Riverdale Farm opened its doors back in 1978, but prior to that it was Toronto's first zoo, and Toronto's first zoo closed its doors back in 1974. I think you got a couple of goats there. And on this crisp fall day, it's just about 5 o'clock on a Saturday evening, a long weekend in Canada because of Thanksgiving. So you got a lot of people enjoying the sights here. And they have it all decorated real sweet for the Halloween season. Skeletons everywhere. And I'm being told they're closed, so I am getting out of here. And you've got a horse there in the horse's stable. And Cabbagetown is such a great neighborhood, but it wasn't always this way. Look at the skeletons over there, guys. And Cabbagetown, the neighborhood, actually got its roots back in 1840s when Irish immigrants came to Canada and settled in this neighborhood. And the name Cabbagetown is derived from the fact that these Irish immigrants who were fleeing famine in their country, when they arrived here, they started planting vegetables, but particularly cabbage, in their front yards. And across the street here is St. James Cemetery. It is one of the oldest cemeteries in the city, and it originated in 1844. And I'll take a quick peek in the cemetery for this Halloween season. Why not? And there's a lot of people strolling through the cemetery. They do get a lot of people walking their dogs and just enjoying the fall weather. But some of these gravestones, as you can see, are really old. This one, forgive me, Susanna Ralph, born July 5th, 1838, and passed away 1880. So that's a really old gravestone you have in front of us there, guys. And then you've got the chapel behind us here, or administrative office for St. James Cemetery. And I will just do a quick stroll through here, and you can basically tell the history of this place based on the gravestones. Like this one here, the stone is so old that the name has eroded off of the gravestone. I can't even make out what it says. It's totally been rubbed away. And that is an old stone. And I don't know if you're aware, but a lot of the graveyards in Toronto are basically full, such that if you don't have a plot, you're basically going to be sent outside of the city limits in terms of burials, because, no joke, there is no vacancy in a lot of the graveyards in Toronto. This gravestone here has also been eroded. Look at that. I can't make out what it says. It's all gone. And that one there too. This one's been toppled. And have no idea whose stone that would have been. Very peaceful in here. There are foxes and coyotes inside of this cemetery as well, but I'm going to take a walk around the residential neighborhood, and a lot of these homes are of a Victorian style, and it was prosperous for a lot of Irish immigrants up until World War I. And then between World War I and World War II, the area was impoverished, and after the Depression, this area in Cabbagetown was known as the slums. But in 1950, around the 1950s, the city decided to demolish these slums where the impoverished were living and build Toronto public housing, which is a form of subsidized housing for people who can't afford market rent. And that went south over the decades, and currently it is under demolition, the old Regent Park, and they have created a new community in Regent Park, which is just to the south of me here. I'm going to make across the street because the sun is setting. It is a little after 5, and I am facing west towards the retail district of Cabbagetown. And on the corner here is what used to be a snack bar, and it's right on the corner of Winchester and Sumac Street, and it's quite an old building here. And I really enjoy these older homes in Cabbagetown. I think they are by far the nicest homes in the city. And in the summertime, this snack bar is generally open, offering snacks to children and folks who want to refresh after going to Riverdale Farm. And there's one of those older style homes with the metal gate around it. And as you can see, these homes in Cabbagetown are so unique, unlike any other homes you will see in the city. And got a couple of more older style homes here. And at one time, these homes would have been very cheap. Now they're well over $1 million for a lot. And these older homes right here to my left, I don't know, I can't get a good view of them like that. I just love these porches here. They're so rich in history. And Cabbagetown now is a pretty solid middle class, I would say even upper middle class neighborhood. And I'm going to be turning up Sackville Street here, heading north to have a look at some of the other residential homes in the area. As you can see here, they have torn down some homes, and these are newer style homes here. So that if they're able to preserve some of the homes and keep the area as much as they can, aligning with the history of it. And it is Halloween, so Cabbagetown is known for going all out for its Halloween decorations, so we may see a few on this walk this early evening. And it is so peaceful. Oh, there's some leaves there, guys. Should I walk through them? Walking through leaves is just like the best. There wasn't that many leaves there, though. That's an odd looking street, isn't it? Damn, it's quiet around here. And on the right corner there is one of those older homes I was talking about, and this wraparound porch is so pretty. I just love this wraparound porch. It's on Amelia Street and Sackville. And get a load of this. I just love this wraparound porch. Looks like they're renovating it for something. Who knows? I don't know what they're doing in there. Nosy little bugger I am. Ooh. Looks like they're restoring the inside. You got an old mailbox there. And this was shops for Joseph Watson, 1888. It is designated under the Ontario Heritage Act. Look at that old door. Great house. Solid. They don't make homes like that anymore, guys. And I'll walk down Amelia Street because I'm not too far from the area where a lot of shops are, and they have attempted to gentrify Cabbagetown, but a lot of the mom and pop shops still remain. Look at that home there. Isn't that great? Like, you got these two older homes sitting side by side here, and that is so unique to this neighborhood, the way these homes are. And then you got this new development there that just destroys the feel of the neighborhood. It really does. It really does. Because then you got another home of the same style right beside it. And that god-awful building is for sale. Oh, more Halloween Enter with caution. That's what they say about my channel. Oh my God. And you'll see a lot of plaques in this neighborhood as well. There was a sculptor who lived here from, I do believe it says 1876 to 1955. And that's a nice home. That is a beautiful home. It's really quiet around here. It's just insanely quiet. I just love it. You can think while you're walking. So Cabbagetown has a number of shops on Parliament Street, and I'm almost there. And even along Cabbagetown, there is a lot of street art, and hopefully I can share some of that with you guys today. There's an older home there too. Oh, this one is so sweet. And this one. This one is so unique. Oh, that's insanely unique. Look at that. White picket fence around it. And here we are here. There's some street art on the alleys. So a lot of these alleys in Cabbagetown are covered in street art, which I just love so much. Really adds to the neighborhood, I would say. A duck at a table. There are a lot of creative people in this city. Just beautiful. Ooh. So on the corner here to the left of me is a very shady gas station. I've been inside of that gas station. They have a Tim Hortons inside of there, but it's not somewhere you want to hang around. You're in and out. Here's a patio here. Not beautiful. If you're going to come out to enjoy a patio, come out to Cabbagetown. Generally, it's pretty quiet. You're not going to be inundated with noises and a lot of people. Well, this is new. Street art on the sidewalk. And this is Parliament and Amelia Street. And generally in the background there you'll see those towers. That is St. James Town, and that also is a part of Cabbagetown. And I'm going to be heading south here to where most of the shops are and restaurants. Gas is $1.57.9 a liter. I don't drive, but I'm assuming that ain't cheap. And you got the beer store on the right there, and there is some awesome street art, which really epitomizes the Cabbagetown neighborhood. And I will cross the street to give you guys a peek at it. Here you got some older homes as well. And I did read that they created a policy such that in Cabbagetown nothing can be higher than 4 stories high. This house here is quite unique. I think they sell like religious emblems and statues that they have in their window here of this home. Quite interesting. So they have maintained a number of these homes, but a lot of them have been torn down, like this one. I don't know what they're doing with this, but at one time these homes here were businesses on the main level. But it looks as though it is either going to be restored or torn down. More likely restored is my guess. Look at that. Look at the architecture on that. And here's some of the newer developments here. And they really squeeze everybody into this little area here. And I am going to cross the street to see what the... I must be mistaken. No, the Cabbagetown street art is not on the beer store. I don't know why I thought it was. I used to work in this neighborhood. It's all a blur now. No, it's on the side of the liquor store, which is just south of me here. And you got this convenience store here. It's been here a while. And this old building here, which has been restored and literally looks the same as it did when it was originally built. You got a butcher shop here. Ah, it's changed hands. What is this? No, it's same. St. Jamestown Steaks and Chops. It is a butcher shop. And as far as I know, they also make sandwiches. Hey, they're looking for help. Which is rare. Jobs in Toronto are scarce. And across the street there, you'll see there is still some antique shops. Oh yeah. So on the side of this liquor store is one of my favorite art pieces in Cabbagetown. Isn't that great? Homage to Cabbagetown and the Irish immigrants who fled their country and started planting cabbages in their front yards. And across the street here, they have a antique shop. Green's Antiques. And I love antiques. I just love antiques. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And And you got these newer shops here. This is a framing shop. Got an old barber shop here. Really, when you're going through Cabbagetown, it gives you an old-time feel to it. I don't know. It even smells different to me than other parts of Toronto. You got a newer fruit market here. Got a docking station for bike share TO. And I did just do a recent video on bike share TO and the pros and cons of renting a bike in the city. But generally, I am impressed with bike share TO. It saves you money and saves you time. And those are two things you never get back. Once your money and time's gone, well, that's it, folks. There's a dance studio there. Looks like they're tearing it down here. What the hell? They're going to be doing a mixed residential building, 10 stories high. Well, I guess I read something wrong because I swear they weren't allowed to build above 4 stories. But I guess I am wrong on that one. And there is a housing problem in the city, and if you watch my videos, you know that there is. There's someone sleeping over there. So sad. Very, very sad. That's a different store, I think. They've changed hands. Cabbagetown Organics. Oh, this is one of my favorite art pieces in Cabbagetown. And like I said, there is a lot of street art on the walls and alleys in Cabbagetown, and this one is one of my favorites. Look at that. And that one there has been there for some time now. Quite well preserved too. I'm going to continue walking south here, just past Carlton. There's even graffiti on the hydro box there. And this place here, the Epicure shop, they sell really great sandwiches in there, coffee and pastries. The owner, a woman, has been serving up coffee and sandwiches for well over 40 years now. There's another mural that I really like in the neighborhood. This one here. Very creative. I really like that one. And these buildings here are old. And you got a Shoppers Drug Mart. You got a No Frills over there on the corner. See, lots of laneways. Toronto is a city of laneways. It looks like they restored these old homes here. And on the bottom level, they have a patio and restaurants. So now I'm walking south, and unfortunately there is Still issues with poverty in this neighborhood. And Regent Park, what used to be known as Regent Park, the housing, which got a very bad rap in the late 70s, 80s, and 90s, has been completely demolished, and only a few of the older projects still exist along Gerrard on the southern end of Cabbagetown. But as you can see, a lot of the shops in Cabbagetown have changed. We've got a couple of cannabis shops there. A Dollarama, which seems to be the new go-to place for people just buying essentials because everything costs so much. And here's another piece of street art. I don't know how long that one's been here. Here's the Ben Wicks. And if you're like me, you might still know who Ben Wicks was. Got a patio down here, golden. Very peaceful. I mean, really enjoying this walk. Here's another laneway here. And as I'm coming up on Gerrard and Parliament, I am going to make a left because I haven't been in the Regent Park neighborhood in some time. Oh, that's so cute. Look at that. I haven't been in the Regent Park neighborhood in some time, so I am going to make a left and see what is going on in the old Regent Park neighborhood. That's a new condo they're building there on the corner. And somebody's singing out of their car. They're having a good old time there, and I will talk over it. So let's see what has happened since last I have been here, and this would be the southern end of Cabbagetown. Still got some old shops along here. Man, this area has changed. I'm always shocked, and I don't know why, but I'm always shocked at how much the city has changed. Oh, isn't that pretty? Look at this. That is so pretty. Hope. And on the corner it says not finished. Yep, they tore it down. So a few months back I did do a video on the end of Regent Park, which is undergoing a revitalization for the last, I'd say, couple of decades now. There's an old home all boarded up. Ooh. Look, that building's like half demolished. We'll walk across this way. And there is some of the old Regent Park high-rise there. There you go. And since the revitalization, problems in the area have definitely subsided, that's for sure. Yep. And there are more newer condos to the south of me here. Definitely opening up Regent Park to people who generally would never have gone into there. There's another. Gerrard is really changing, like shockingly so. Oh, that would have been a better view. I love exploring Cabbagetown in the fall on this long Thanksgiving weekend. And just want to give a special shout out to Dave in Bangor, Maine, George and Toto, Mark D, and everyone else, Ginny, Wendy, and everyone else who supports my channel. Thanks so much, guys, and enjoy your Thanksgiving.